My trip started with a 6.5-hour drive to the opposite end of the state, New York City. The drive down was smooth, and I avoided any crazy traffic on my way. I parked my car at a parking lot near the airport and took their shuttle over to JFK. Once inside, I checked my baggage and made my way through the security checkpoint. I didn't have much time before boarding, so I went right to my gate. Eventually, everyone boarded the plane, I found my seat, and got settled in for the 11-hour flight. We landed in Buenos Aires around 3:30 in the morning. After getting through customs, I picked up my luggage and met my prearranged driver so I could get driven to my hotel, which was about 30 minutes from the airport. I checked into the Clayton and got some much-needed sleep. The room wasn't super fancy, but it had everything I needed for a good night's rest, including a balcony overlooking the polo grounds. Good morning from Buenos Aires. Checked into the hotel around 5 a.m. this morning. Got a couple hours of sleep, and it is 10 a.m. About to go on a tour of the city. Just thought I'd show you the view from my hotel room here. Got a little balcony overlooking the polo grounds, which is pretty cool. Not a huge room, but they did upgrade me from a twin bed to a queen bed, so that was nice. And got all my luggage and hockey equipment in here, so go check out the city a little bit and go from there. My first stop was to El Ateneo, which was an old theater that was turned into one of the world's most beautiful bookstores. Next was a visit to a basilica nearby. It was built as part of the Franciscan monastery and completed in 1732. It is the second oldest church in Buenos Aires and has served as a parish church following the expulsion of the Franciscans in 1821. Next door was the Recoleta Cemetery, which is considered one of the world's most beautiful cemeteries. It contains the graves of notable people including presidents, Nobel Prize winners, and the founder of the Argentine Navy. After a quick stop to the Opera House, I went over to the Metropolitan Cathedral. Located near the city center, the cathedral is the main Catholic church in Buenos Aires. Inside are the remains of General Jose de San Martin. Up next was La Boca neighborhood, known for its colorful buildings. Its location near the port of Buenos Aires meant the neighborhood became a melting pot of different cultures during the 20th century when millions of immigrants from Europe and Asia arrived in Argentina. It is also home to the Boca Juniors, one of the largest football teams in Argentina. My final stops were to the Women's Bridge, which can rotate 90 degrees, into a large metal flower sculpture that was a gift to the city by the Argentine architect Eduardo Catalano. Before going back to my hotel, I stopped for lunch. That night, I went on a small food tour around the city. It ended up just being myself and a couple from California. All the food and the drinks were delicious, and I ended the night extremely full. The next morning, I ventured back out into the city to get breakfast. I found a small restaurant and ordered a waffle with fruit and a croissant. After stopping back to the hotel and gathering my things, I loaded into an Uber and went to the airport. I checked all of my baggage again and went through security. After a short wait at the gate and getting some food, I boarded the flight to head to my final destination. Four hours later, we landed in Ushuaia, Argentina. I waited to get my luggage and then met my ride so I could be driven into town. The hotel I stayed in for my first night was the Hotel Monaco. After settling into my room, I went out for a walk around the town. Just got back from taking a walk down the main drag here in Ushuaia, Argentina. Super cool. I guess when I thought of the end of the world by Antarctica, I figured the town would be kind of in the middle of nowhere. But the main drag is actually super cool. Tons of shops and restaurants and everything. So a lot more populated than I thought it would be. It's pretty cold. It's got to be like around 32 degrees, so I'm a little cold right now. But I'm waiting for everyone else to get here for the trip and watching some baseball on the TV here in the hotel room. And then I think once they get here, we're gonna go get something to eat and explore the town a little bit more. A group of us who arrived early grabbed some dinner and then walked around town a little bit more before turning in for the night. Next time on part 2 of my trip to Argentina.